So what is unique about my strategy? First of all, there's going to be no forts. 2, I'm not going to be invading the Netherlands and taking out Indonesia. And 3, I am going to declare on the Soviet Union. That's right, they're not going to attack me. I am going to attack them. Hey, I am FeedBackGaming, and this is Hearts of Iron 4. Welcome to the greatest achievement in Hearts of Iron 4, voted by the community. It is called FINNISH HIM. We have a joke on my Discord. If you call me FeedBackGaming, you don't know me. But if you've spoken to me before, you'll call me Dave. And I welcome you all to call me Dave. Hold my hand. And this is an experience for all of us. Not just for me, but for you as well. In fact, particularly for you, because you're the viewer. And I love you. Single player, new game, 1936. Other countries, Finland. Ironman, historical. Off we go. Now, all the YouTubers are liars. That's right, shots fired. They'll talk about liking the video, commenting on the video, all that riffraff. You know what, guys? You don't need to do that. You know what I want you to do? I want you to watch this video from beginning to end without skipping ahead. If you manage to do that, I want you to comment below and let me know that you've done that. At FeedBackGaming, I don't have fans. I don't have viewers. I have friends. How about you subscribe to my YouTube channel and become my friend? Unlimited friendship for a lifetime will expire in 3, 2, 1. Unfortunately, you lost it. I'm so sorry. So, finish him. As Finland, defeat the Soviet Union without joining a faction. Now, I can hear you guys in the chat. You're already typing it. You're going to tell me, invade the Netherlands, Dave. Use Indonesian manpower, Dave. Yes, I know. I can read the Wikipedia as well. And I have seen those other YouTube videos with their ideas. But this is my YouTube channel. This belongs to me. And these are going to be my fresh, brand new ideas. Only at FeedBackGaming. And today, we're going to do something different. And I believe this method is way more effective. One being, it's a lot easier. Be warned, guys. This achievement is a bit of a grind. It's on par with 30 minutes of hell. You've been warned. Okay, first of all, select your entire army and delete it. Army's completely overrated. Next up, military factories. We'll build one right here in our land. And the first national focus we're going to go for is political effort. Research-wise, same old. You've seen them all before. And we're going to go for grand battle plan. Now, there are many schools of thought on this. Superior firepower is the second best choice. Extra firepower is going to hold ground, as well as the extra defense. Mass assault's also useful, reinforce rate, as well as the extra recruitable population at the bottom, also very useful. My take is defense first, and then we move down to infiltration and go for attack. Grand battle plan, trench warfare is back, baby. When it comes down to equipment, we're going to switch out to very, very old World War I guns and produce nothing but them. Nothing but. And maybe a few convoys too. 5-speed, off we go. So what is unique about my strategy? First of all, there's going to be no forts. 2, I'm not going to be invading the Netherlands and taking out Indonesia. And 3, I am going to declare on the Soviet Union. That's right, they're not going to attack me. I am going to attack them. First focus is complete. We are going to go for the demagogue. We are going to bank political power by not selecting a national focus. Prepare for a civil war. Then we are going to expand civil support. Then we're going to ignite a civil war, select national focus, collectivist ethos, spam horses. Boom. It is Finland versus Greater Finland. Clearly one is greater than the other. I wonder who will win. And we're going to go for concentrated industry. When the divisions get to 20%, we're going to deploy them around the map and capture all the key victory points. Finland is one of those fiddly nations that you can't eliminate them by just taking out all the victory points. One in the south, because all the others will be deployed in the north regardless. There we go. Boom. There we go. Front line. Go here. Go. Attack. Go. You, on the other hand, are just going to sneak around the south, grabbing all of this. Done. And off they go. So you will run into a few divisions. Just make sure you snake them and cut them off. The divisions they deploy are going to be way stronger than yours, so just be aware of that. Boom. Good. And then make sure you completely 100% cut them off. Well, meanwhile, in the north, take Lappi. Done. It's over. And before we can take another breath, we need 50 political power. Nationalist focus, we need to get the free recruitable population, an additional 7. Trench warfare is done, and now we can go for a little bit more construction. We are going to build off the back of this. We just need somewhere to build. And where are we going to build? 50 political power. You know what I want? Lapland. Boom. Now we need at least 24 divisions. Train another 18 to put them on priority, and the minute they're ready, we're going to deploy them down. 20% trained. Boom. Deploy them. And also these divisions here, make sure they get exercised to level 3 with a decent general. Let's see if we get a good one. No, and cavalry officer. Boo. Promote Daniel. Defensive doctrine, very important for what we're going to do. And organization first to make sure we reinforce as quickly as possible. The rest of the divisions, when they're deployed, we drop them down. Level 3, good to go. Done. 24 divisions. May not be adequately trained, but they will do for now. Just an update on research. Concentrated because we're going for more of a short game. Improved machine tools so we can pop out as many guns as possible in the short term. And construction because we're going to be building lots of factories, but not in Finland. And when your factory's done in our land, you're going to build them in the capital region. Let's get some radio. Civilian economy. What about war economy? We're working on concentrated 2, so now we can hop on to industrial effort, then we can rush concentrated 3. And now we're going to rush for armament effort. We need those 3 military factories here, here, and here as soon as possible. Lapland justification is complete, and we can rush disperse 3, and we can stop exercising, and we can grab 2 divisions and put them right here for this port, very important. And then the rest of the divisions are just going to sit here behind the river line. Then we declare war. This is a key point, because at this point, you need to switch out your industry a wee bit. First off, we'll build an extra military factory in our capital. Next up, we need some AA, we need some artillery, and a little bit of support equipment will go a long, long way. We've got a little bit of army experience right now. My advice to you is get rid of that reconnaissance. There we go. Boom. Done. That looks good for now. In future, though, we will develop this, and then eventually go to this. Work in progress. When it comes down to guns, though, yeah, we're going to switch back to the more modern guns. So at this point, the Swedes will move forward, and you need to wait for the perfect opportunity for them to move most of their army eastward, and then we could just make a nice, very quick, smooth encirclement. You are relying on the AI being dumb here. Now we play the waiting game. Oh, Sweden attacking me. Not a wise move. Horses, too strong. At this moment, he's actually looking really good. So what I'm going to do first of all, grab these guys, leave one behind, go here, leave one behind, go on here, go here, leave one behind. And do the same with these guys. Go, go, and go. There we go. And off they go. Now these guys could probably move as well. So we'll do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're making a push here. And if we time this just right, we can oppress our former oppressor. Opportunities to make encirclements here. As you can see, most of the Swedish army is northwards. Looks like we've got a clear goal here, so I'm going to start pushing southward now. And what I'll also do on top of that is make a front line here just to keep them nice and organized and keep them in position on the front line. Because I don't want to do all the micro. You can see now they move forward. Things are looking a lot smoother than they once did. This division is going to get pinned. Some of these guys can be left behind because I don't want to make them get encircled as well. And we just encircle them when they try and encircle us. There we go. Encirclement, on an encirclement, on encirclement. Once again, keep moving further south. Grab all those victory points. You want to try and capitulate Sweden as quickly as possible. Pretty tricky though, because unfortunately the country is so unbelievably long. Why are you so long, Sweden? Why are you so long? Well, that looks like the end. Ugh, these encirclements make me so happy. It's time for free trade. This seems like a bad idea, because you don't have a lot of resources to begin with as Finland. It'll all make sense soon. Just wait. Final casualties, 61,000 losses and 9,000 losses for Finland. Once again, be very, very careful. Any of these pockets they could break out of at any time, so just keep a close eye on them. Okay, so right now, if we take this land, when we eventually go to war with the Soviet Union, they're just going to push through and grab all this land. So all this precious steel is going to go to waste. So we're going to puppet them and not call them into the war. Turn the tides on your former overlord. Paradox Interactive is now a Finnish company. So let's rush some construction because we're going to do a lot of that. And let's also build lots of factories. And let's build them in Sweden. Ha! Sweden. Here, 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 here. You get the idea. And at the same time, as we invest in Sweden, we also pull from Sweden. If everything goes right, you'll be building just as much into Sweden as you're taking from them. So the autonomy will stay around about 750. One other problem you're going to run into later on is stability. So my advice is go for worker conditions. Trust me, this is it. May not be pretty, but it's ours. Artillery and anti-air within the division itself. Mongolia, justify. Oh, Finland, what are you doing? This has got to be a mistake, right? Wait and see. Time to make a beautiful 4-bat line. Something like this. Once again, not pretty, but it works for now. Okay, when they're in position here now, delete the 4-bat line and just tell them to hold. Hey, that looks pretty good. 2 here, 2 in the center with the lakes, and then a further 3 in the north. 2, 1, 1, 3. This has given us a little bit more army experience, so we can plonk on 1 more infantry, 1 more battalion there, and then we go for support, and change that to reconnaissance. And this is the division we're going for to begin with. Right, It's time to plan for the future. We need to start working on soft attack for artillery and basic weaponry. And that's what all our research is going to be for the next 6 months. So next up, we're going to work down the main part of the industrial tree to get the extra research slot and the extra civilian factories. Justification is complete. How long do we have? Until the 30th of August in 1938. So we're going to use all that extra time to train these divisions and make sure we produce enough equipment to keep the sustain on the front line. The divisions are trained and they are digging in and trenching right now. We're working on Grand Assault for the extra soft attack. Good, 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 good. With 150 political power timed perfectly to go for army defense. Genius. Also, we're going to hop over to Sweden and say, Sweden, hey, you've got a nice army there. Can I have those 5 divisions? Well, you don't actually have any choice because they're mine now. It is the 20th of August. This is the last day. Now or never. Mongolia, the natural enemy of Finland and Sweden, declared war. Now, Finland is at war with Mongolia and Tanutuva. Now, we play the waiting game. And now we're 100% focusing on getting more soft attack. Reconnaissance 2, always useful. Reconnaissance goes a long, long way. Gonna work a little bit more on support equipment. Ideally, in a perfect world, I like to have reconnaissance as well as engineers, so let's do both. Start working on improving artillery and anti-air. Both are equally important in this strategy. You know, just a normal day when you're building factories in Sweden and ignoring your own country. Just a normal day, you know. Good, next up, we need to work towards paramilitarism, which is kind of useful. But this is particularly useful because it allows us to have an extra 10% defense on core territory, something we'll definitely be taking advantage of. The perfect division is done. Boom, boom, done. So much manpower, but you know what? Let's use Sweden's manpower. Go, and we'll see how many we can make of this. Ideally, a full army group would be nice. The Soviet Union is justifying on us. About time. War propaganda against the Soviet Union. Yes. The more war support you've got, the more defense on core territory you've got. So win, win, win. Okay, Sweden's having a bit of a manpower issue. What will happen is eventually they'll go service by requirement. And in that circumstance, then we'll be able to get more manpower out of Sweden. More worker conditions. The Russians demand Karelia. Nope. Okay. And here we go, at long last. The moment of truth. Italy would like to send us volunteers. I accept. We need to have a good pool of manpower in the back just to fill the back lines if we do lose divisions in the front line. Oh dear, look at the planes. Here they come, boys. Sweden would like to send us assistance. You already have Sweden. They say no. You have no choice. You're already here. And there we go. They first push on the front line and insta-die. Not going to mess around. Straight away, put the Swedish volunteers on the front line right in the south. Not messing around. Now we see the pummeling of the mass casse of the Soviet Union. And simultaneously, we shoot them down in mass as well. Oh, those numbers are so good. 79, 23, 46 in one day. It is very, very important you do not call Sweden in this war. You need to have a narrow front line, concentrate all your defenses. If Sweden joins, you lose all your factories and you can't hold this long front line. So Sweden is just going to sit here and supply us with an excessive amount of guns. And why don't the Soviets realize this? The Soviets have got the purge at the moment, so things aren't going too well. And every time they push, they just get pushed back over and over again. Now the front line is solidified. Now we can make a front line with our existing division and therefore get some planning bonus built up. Perfect. Oh, isn't that a beautiful sight when the Soviets bash their head against the front line over and over and over again. So these two states are holding the whole backbone of your nation together. Speaking of backbone, yeah, that's right, Sweden. How many factories have you got? 9, and I have 24. They have more civilian factories than us as well. Amazing. Amazing. Meanwhile, in the air war, losses for bombers and support is pretty high. Could be a lot higher, though. But we're chipping apart the Soviet Air Force. There's zero opportunity to counterattack if the Soviets are over 1,000 bombers. It's not happening. We need to chip away at them until they have less and less and less. Then we can think about counterattacking. Hey, what's that you ask? You're asking about casualties, aren't you? I know you're asking that. Oh, isn't it beautiful to see that number skyrocketing? It is brutal. But this is the way. So now we've spotted our general. Has got infantry leader. Awesome. Extra 10% defense. Gonna go a long way. All right, the front line for the most part looks like it's stabilized. They're still pushing us, which is all good. But at the same time, we can use the secondary army to do little tiny little encirclements. Only small ones, though. Not big ones, just nice small ones. Okay, the boys are on the front line. I don't think we can build planning bonus, because if they attack us, they'll just break it anyway. So we're just going to right-click, wait, leave 2 behind, and then go here. This should be enough to break them. Yep, absolutely demolishing them. The cast is slightly slowing us down, but more opportunity to shoot more and more of them down, so winner, winner. Attack from an angle, potentially doing a little bit more attack damage. Yep, pushing them back by looks of things. Remember, this is a fight we're winning decisively, so at the end of the day, even if I don't manage to break through and make an encirclement, it's still worth it. Keep working on your doctrines, very important. And that's a beautiful encirclement. Push from the west, and then support attack from the east and north. Control right-click on the bubble to do that. Ugh. And the front line has stopped. The AI has realized this is not going my way. So what I'm going to do is exercise the second army. Not doing much. Exercise the first army. And then the attack. Turn off the exercise and hold. It might look like we're losing a bit of ground in the north. That's totally okay. At the end of the day, as long as we've got the AI to attack us, we're going to gain ground anyway. See the power of entrenchment now. The tiny little bit of entrenchment makes a lot of difference. Okay, now we're going to turn around. Move these divisions here, and then we're going to make another push from here to here. This is a really good spot for encircling. Don't forget about concentrated industry. The more you go for it, the more production output you're going to have, so it's going to work the very best in the long run. All right, the divisions are in position. When these guys are pushing forward, use the frontline troops to support attack, and it'll help break the front a lot quicker. The quicker you can break, the better. Oh, an encirclement, and a beauty at that. Close it. Okay, this is another problem you will run into. Naval invasions from behind. And it's a good job you've got a reserve army, so you can prevent this from happening. Well, hello there. Get on the front line, get into position, pin them in place, and then any issues can be nipped in the bud. My advice is go for the port, and then you can deorg the divisions that have landed. It looks like we are going to break in the center here, and don't fight them too hard. At the end of the day, just want to get that port, secure it, and then eventually they'll deorg, and then you won't have to fight these divisions. There we go, like clockwork. Attack with this guy, aggressive, and then it will close the pocket for us. Good. Oh, so many divisions encircled. Devastating. Another opportunity for encirclement here. There's a lake here. It's quite hard to see. If you intercept into here, am I going into here, here, and then here, we get encircled in this one area. A pretty tricky maneuver to pull off, but you know what? Tricky's my middle name. All right, get into position. Off you go. You know what? I'm feeling so adventurous. So adventurous. I'm even going to take it one step further. I'm going to go here and then here. All right, make a push here. Can we break? Struggling with the river in the east here. I think we are slowly deorging them. Oh, and it has had an impact. And there's an encirclement there. It's hard to make out, but yeah, they can't pass through the lake here. So these guys are encircled. It's over. It's done. You're encircled, boy. Support attack and... Oh, looks like they're not going to move, so we're just going to have to wait. Okay, fair enough. They see that they've been encircled here, so they're acting a little bit more desperate. And then here and here, support, encirclement, pawn, ASMR, feedback gaming. This is why you came here for this, right? This is what you came for. And I, as always, I deliver. We had 750 casts to begin with. We're down to 217. That's how quickly we're shooting them out of the air. All right, we've got so much equipment right now. Service by requirement is a no-brainer. The 10% reduction in factory output, we can take that on the chin. I want Leningrad so badly. Okay, I don't think we've softened them up enough on the front line here. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to back up and encourage them to attack me so we can soften them up some more. Be really careful with your retreats here. Remember, losing this victory point, we lose these factories. Best not to lose them, but ideally, it's best not to get encircled completely. So my advice is keep pushing back until you've got a nice, safe threshold to hold on to. In this circumstance, we'll push back half our army, and there we go. That's a nice hold. I'm happy with that. This guy now is very well trained. He's a skilled staffer. Infantry expert is a no-brainer, and we'll pull off another 6 divisions. 6. Yeah, attach them on. So this guy is a very well-trained, fully equipped general. I'm going to strike a little bit in the north, see if I get more joy there. I can use planning bonus here, so that's making a big difference. First push done. Round 2. This actually looks like it's going to succeed too. Push in the north. Oh my god, this is going to be such a big encirclement. And then finally, the final push right in the south. Help from the other side. Assist. Assist. They know what's happening here. They keep reinforcing, and I keep assist attacking. Ah, so close. So close. Pushing the south, pushing the north. I am not giving this up. This pocket is mine, okay? And immediately as I say that, I get naval invaded from behind. I want to hold on to Helsinki here. Okay, we'll come back to this another day. We've got bigger fish to fry right now. Yep, this will happen. And strangely enough, they never try and land directly on Helsinki. They always seem to land on the states in between. But all you've got to do is capture the port once again, and you'll be able to alleviate them. This is a good thing because at the end of the day, you get more divisions for the Soviets, more encircle potential, more win. I know what you guys are going to say. I hear you screeching in the comments. Listen, I hear you. I like them to do naval invasions on top of me because I get to encircle divisions. I love this to happen. It's my ideal outcome. Might seem a bit strange at first, but no, this is what I want to happen. And then close the pocket. 11 supply, where's it coming from? No idea. I guess it's that tiny little tree there, maybe? Potentially? I don't know. There we go. Got him. Oh, look. We're still here. We're still here. Now, this will be a breeze because it's not a river anymore, so this should just be a straight win. Hey, he's back. Round 3. I want to see if I can do this encirclement by myself. Guys left behind, support. I want to see if I can make this encirclement because I actually think I can. Oh my god, that was so easy. Oh, okay. There you go. I didn't even need my main push army. There you go. Learning new things, guys. And Germany has declared war on the Soviet Union. This isn't the usual Barbarossa. Barbarossas usually result in a bit of a push and then kind of a bit of a back and forth. And finally, Germany getting completely consumed. This is different. And because this is a severely weakened Soviet Union, more so than you would even believe. So we have to be aggressive now. And when I say aggressive, I mean really aggressive. We need to push down from Leningrad and seize Moscow immediately. If we don't, we're not getting this achievement. Behind the code, the requirements for this achievement are to capitulate the Soviet Union as Finland, have 15%, at least 15% of the war score, and also occupy Moscow. Those 3 things are crucial. And there's also a 4th one, can't join a faction. So, without further ado, push like you have never pushed before. And ideally, not only do you want to take Leningrad, you want to also push over this big river too, because this river will be a nightmare get across if you can't get across it immediately when you take the connecting province. My advice too is go from army defense genius to army offense. Remember, you're on the attack right now. And also, the big army, push. And there we go, we've crossed the river. That is perfect. New front line with the purple army. Pop you guys here. Moscow. Hey, you love naval invasions, don't you? Hopefully the last one. Don't forget the main army's got to push still. Capture all that Finnish land back and cut off the Germans before they kept pushing southwards. Very, very important. As you can see now, the Germans and the Romanians are pushing out very aggressively. We need to grab Moscow. Very, 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 very important. So close to connect the front line. And you can also snake to the victory point. So this is all land that we control. So our manpower is going to shoot through the roof as we capture these states. And finally, we'll be breaking the front line between Sweden and Finland. Break it. And now we can very easily and safely transport these troops over. Not have to cut across the coastline. Perfect. Okay, things are getting very, very scary here. But what I'm going to do is snake. Luckily, there's a lot of gaps in the front line. But I think probably the Germans are experiencing those gaps as well. Push, push, push. Like you have never pushed before. The rush for Moscow. Literally trucking to Moscow. That got tense for a moment then. I was really worried for a moment, but looks like we've got it. Moscow has been secured by the Finns. Done. Moscow is ours. And push eastwards. Push, push, push. Don't forget to control B if they're straggling on the back line. Control B, get them on the front. Boom, hit them hard. So I said I was going to do it, and I did it without showing you, but I changed to this division, the 2-7 here. This gives extra soft attack, will help you push out. So the AA division is for defensive purposes. The soft attack 2-7 is to push out with. Our contribution right now is 36%. It's way more than it needs to be. My advice to you is keep pushing, aggressive, and beeline to the victory points. Boom, go, aggressive, and once again, control B. Select your front line. S is split, so half of them go, half of them don't, and then right-click on the victory point. That way, you'll get a nice structured front line and not get encircled easily. And plus, you'll get an opportunity to push for victory points more than you would normally. The Soviets have been defeated. Done. And as I said, if you want to continue after this point, my advice is just probably pop it the Soviet Union and then go for the 2 key areas. One, the ports. It's the Northern Arctic ports covered. Then you've got the southern ones as well. Ones around the Black Sea. And then you've got to surround Germany, which is a little bit easier said than done because they've taken a lot of land here. There you go. Encircled, Black Sea covered, Arctic covered, and then you've just got the Far East. All the ports over there. We haven't got enough victory points for that. Hopefully they won't take any of this land. And then the rest of it. That looks like we have completely surrounded them. Find out if you've done it correctly. Pass a few times. And if they all get 0 score, there we go, then you know you've done it just correctly. Beautiful. And then the rest of it you can take directly for yourself as Finland. So puppet for the discount, surround, pass a gajillion amount of times. I kid you not, it is a lot of times you're going to have to pass. Because a lot of this land you haven't occupied, and a lot of it you don't actually deserve. You are glitching the peace conference here. My advice probably just to hit end turn, grab a few on the list, and then hit end turn. And just click about 1 billion times until you get carpal tunnel. Voila! It is done. Germany took 34, Greater Finland took 63, and the Russian Empire has been puppeted. The buffer state, as well as a Greater Finland Siberia. And there you go! Finish Him has been finished by Finland, who are Finnish. And this is the end of Finish Him. You can say the finish. Finish Him. Thank you for your support. Every single Patreon supporter helps me hire editors to make more content for you. Thank you.